Mike's hot boots on the ground, troops coming heavy with the no-nonsense sound. Ain't no filters, we break the mold. Stories hidden, swept away, now they're getting told. Spotlights hit, the tension pops. We ain't here for nothing but the real damn drops. We're busting bubbles, taking names, cussing and discussing, changing the game. No smoke, no mirrors, no curtain calls. Piss on the fire and call the dogs. Steel chairs, court stairs, backstage heat. Legends fall when we bring that beat. Voices sharp, we cut right through. Best damn team, yeah, you know it's true. We ain't your daddy's play-by-play. We call it raw, we're here to stay. From bell to bell, win or lost. Shoot, don't care who signs the checks or calls the boss. Putting out fires, taking names, cussing and discussing, fueling the flames. Standing tall when the last bell call. Piss on the fire and call the dogs.
Good evening, everybody. I want to thank you all for joining us for this edition of Cussin Discussin. I am the Doctor of Professional Wrestling, Mike Blankenship, PhD. Alongside me, as always, the excellence of elocution, Walter Dixon. I told you all that we would have something big this week.
Yeah.
Told you last week. Nobody ever believes me.
Nobody ever listens to you except me. And that's only
They
half
don't
the
even
time.
pay you to do that.
No, they don't pay me to do it, but I do it half the time.
That's true.
For free.
You know, and everything that's going on in the last week of the world, and, you know, everything's coming around full circle.
Yeah.
Got a great interview for us today, and it's something that I actually wanted to do for a long time, but schedules never do connect.
Stars aligning. You know.
And then she goes and gets on AEW Collision, and I'm like, we're going to make this happen.
We have to make this happen now.
It has to. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome Emily Rose to the show. There we are. How are you doing? It is so great to have you.
I'm good. How are you?
We are wonderful. I can speak for myself. I don't know about this.
I'm fantastic. I'm absolutely fantastic. Congratulations on your showing with AEW.
Thank you.
That is a huge, huge step. You were featured, what was it, It
was Saturday the 9th, August 9th.
I was thinking last Saturday.
That was at the show out of Roanoke, Virginia at the Berglund Center. And immediately I'm sitting there and I'm watching this and I'm like, wow, this is real.
Yeah.
This is actually happening.
Yeah. I mean, to give a little bit of backstory on our past forays with you, we called a match at Johns Creek, Kentucky,
March 1st, 2024.
Yeah, a year and a half ago, over a year and a half ago. And come to find out, that was your very first match in front of fans.
That is correct. Yes, it was.
That is amazing. We feel blessed, really, to be able to call your first match in front of fans and then to get to see you on AEW. It's amazing. It's a good feeling for us. I know it has to be a good feeling for you.
Definitely.
And it's like I tell him all the time, you know, we tell the fans when we're doing these shows, go out, watch the indie shows. You never know when that person you're looking at in a high school gym is going to be the person you see on WWE, AEW, NWA, or TNA, what have you.
CMML, whatever. So let's just break this down right from the very beginning. What really interested you? What got you interested in wrestling? Was it something from your childhood? Was it after you were grown? Where did you first come to love wrestling?
Growing up, I never watched wrestling. It wasn't until AEW came to Charleston in like 2019. Uh, my dad asked me if I wanted to go to that show, and I went and I watched it, and I thought it was really cool. I thought all the athleticism they were doing, all the different spots, and how they carried themselves, their persona. I thought that was all really interesting. So I started watching it after that, and then I just never quit.
That's awesome. So Tony Shiovani actually touched on that a little bit during the match.
Yeah.
Give us a little more in-depth, like what was in your mind after that show, that first show that you watched in 2019, as you were leaving the building, kind of what was going through your mind? Were you thinking, okay, I need to find some place to train, or, what was really the thought in your brain?
Well, at the time I was I think it was my sophomore year of college, and I was playing college softball. So I knew I couldn't start there, but as I was leaving, I was thinking like, after I'm done with softball, this could be another route I could go if I wanted to stay, active or be a part of something. So that's really where that came from. I knew like I said, I couldn't do it right then and there, but I knew I wanted to eventually get into it after I was done.
So you were thinking in advance that, okay, I have to finish college. I've got 2 more years of college softball.
Yep.
And then what? It was okay. You're a coach and a teacher, I think.
Yes.
So, in your shoot job, so you're thinking, okay, this is something I can do to sort of stay active, stay physical, and if it leads to something big in the future, great, right?
Yes, exactly.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I'm just looking at this one here. You've wrestled for smaller promotions. Before doing the AEW show this past weekend, what's the biggest lesson you've learned from the indie scene, indie promotions, things like that?
I think the biggest lesson I've learned is like basically be ready for anything, because I think I've gone to a couple shows where something has changed like last second and you had to like flip it right then and there, right before you walk out. And that's kind of how it was on Saturday. You go in not knowing what you're doing, and then 30 minutes before it's time, they tell you have a match. So you got to be ready and prepared for anything to change.
So
Go ahead.
At what point in the night were you informed that you would be going into the ring with Megan Bayne?
It was, so they pre-tape Ring of Honor before. So it was like 7:15, 7:20-ish. And the guy came and got me, and he said, you have 30 minutes to get dressed and go talk to Megan about this. I was like, okay, let's go. It was awesome. It was so much fun.
Definitely. I mean, facing Megan Bayne on national television, go ahead and take us what was going through your mind before that, talking to her, the match itself, and then what was going on through your mind after the fact.
Yeah.
Well, when he came and got me, my initial reaction was like, he's joking, right? Like this, you're giving me 30 minutes. But that's what I was kind of running through before. But I mean, after I talked to her, before the match, I knew it was going to be fine because she was great to work with. And, I actually wasn't nervous going out there. It was, don't ask me why, but I don't know. But I felt confident, and I guess it was kind of a fake it till you make it situation in my head, but I wasn't nervous once I stepped out there. The fans were awesome. They were cheering, and but afterwards, we go to the back, and it was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of a surreal feeling. Like, oh my gosh, you just did that for, I don't know. It was crazy afterwards. I guess the feeling's like surreal. Like, I couldn't believe that.
did you have any contact with Megan or with anyone else from the AEW roster after the match? Any sort of words of encouragement or wisdom or any critiquing, anything?
Yeah, I actually asked Megan for some feedback, and she gave me feedback, and then we talked for a little bit. But once you get in the back, you talk to whoever came up with your match and like who got you. So they gave feedback, said it was okay and it was good, and we got through it. So
I actually watched that match probably 2 or 3 times since Saturday, and I thought it was a great match. I honestly did.
I was actually a little perturbed at Tony Shiovani at one point. I've always respected his work, but as you were climbing to the top rope, he said, she's climbing the top rope slowly. And I always, every time I hear that, talking about wrestling and going slow, I always remember hearing Undertaker say, if you think you're going too slow, go slower.
Yeah.
Because you're telling a story. Even though your match was brief, you're talking about Megan Bayne. She's on a rocket ship right now at AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my understanding she's still undefeated. So I don't know exactly what her record is right now, but
I think it's like maybe 9-0 or something. I don't know.
So she is definitely on a rocket ship. But, you were, in my opinion, you were doing exactly what you should have done at that time. You're giving her an opportunity to sort of sell that elbow, and which, by the way, that back elbow looked like it was spot on. It looked like it looked good. You're going to the top, but you're also giving this sense of, okay, I have to do something big, because at that point she had been in total control of the match.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're giving the fans this sense of that you're going to try something big, and then she strikes.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was perfect. And again, I thought Tony a little overstepped, I think, there when he said slowly. I mean, it struck me wrong, but it is what it is.
I mean, I had taken a bunch of stuff before then, so it was going to be slow regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see here.
You're wearing the ACW shirt, Appalachian Championship Wrestling. You are a regular with them. You have wrestled with them for how many years now?
I've really only been working like 1.5 years, so almost 2. Yeah.
Pretty much solely with them. You've done a few shows for other independent organizations, but was there anything about the AEW backstage environment that surprised you or stood out, or that was just totally different from what you've seen in the past with independent promotions?
I wouldn't say it was different. Everybody was so nice. They all, come up and introduce themselves and shake your hand and ask you, if you got any questions and all that stuff. But I mean, I don't think it was any different, but everybody was super nice, and obviously don't have anything bad to say, but yeah, it was just super nice.
Let's see. Even in a shorter match, you showed poise. What do you want the fans to take away from your AEW debut?
That, Megan Bayne, me and her are the same height, basically. And, if she can go out there and, give you a couple moves, big moves, and you can get something in, I mean, there's got to be some, fight back. I want them to see that, I didn't give up and everything is, going to be okay. Even after taking a bunch of moves, there's still some fight in there.
And you are tall.
Mm-hmm.
You were a softball player, as we spoke about earlier. You've always been athletic. that's been kind of part of your life since you were young, right? But to be in the ring with Megan Bayne, who's as tall as you, and I know you don't get that very often. What was it like to kind of stand across the ring from another woman who was of similar athletic background and someone who shows that sort of poise and determination in her career?
I thought it was so cool to be able to stand across somebody that's my height and, around my build. But yeah, it was super cool because, I mean, all the people I've wrestled are good wrestlers, but I don't think I've wrestled anybody as tall as me yet. They've been close, but nobody that's been my height. So I thought that was really cool.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What was that power bomb like?
It was definitely something. I mean, it was fine. It was really fun to take, honestly.
Really?
What was it like? It hurt. Did
Yeah,
you see it? I mean, God, let her do it to you.
Yeah.
I'm usually the one giving them, so it was cool to reverse the roles.
Yeah, finally nice to be on the other end of that.
Yeah.
So, question: Emily Rose babyface or Emily Rose heel? Which would you rather do?
I think I'm better as a baby face, but I would love to eventually be a heel. I think being a heel is so much fun. I think that would be so much fun. That's a later on down the road type thing we have to work on. So it's Emily Rose baby face right now.
We hear that far more often than I would have ever dreamed before we got into this side of it. Everyone says being a heel is just so much fun. The biggest problem that the heel has is the babies get to go out there and they get to get the crowd all hyped up and cheering for them, and then they get to sell merchandise to those same people, during intermission or after the show or whatever the case is. Heels kind of lose that ability. Not so much anymore, but it used to be a big issue. Right. The heels had to really, really work hard to push merchandise. I know that's not such a big thing right now, but in the future, it's something to think about. Yeah. But if you had total creative control, and this goes back to Mike's question about heel or baby, if you had total creative control over your character going into a full-time role with AEW, how would that look?
I think I would still be a baby face, but I just want to be like me times like 10. Yeah. I don't know, like keep my same personality and like big and strong and tough. I think I'd be the same, basically just bigger and stronger and tougher, more of a in-depth character than I am now. So
in the future, AEW, wherever down the road, what is your dream match?
My dream match? I love Chris Statlander. I've always liked Chris Statlander. I would love to wrestle.
Three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome.
I remember first seeing Chris Statlander. I don't remember if it was another sort of indie show, almost like a Ring of Honor or something. I caught it on some random channel flipping through satellite several years back, and this was post Lucha Underground era, but it might have even been Lucha Underground. I don't know. I'd have to look. Yeah. But immediately I was drawn to her because of her size and her aura coming to the ring. And at that time, I'm almost positive she was facing Thunder Rosa. And so it may have been Lucha Underground, but she towered above Thunder Rosa. And I thought, wow, she's headed for something. And I really think she has reached that. But to that point, you're a fan of Chris Statlander, so you've seen her come from where she started in AEW, I assume, to where she's at now. So she's been an inspiration for you.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel for you? And I don't know if you've thought about this, but how does it feel for you to know that seeing you on AEW, coming from Appalachian Championship Wrestling, coming from West Virginia, I'm assuming just a normal upbringing, middle class, just, how does it feel to know that you could very well be that same inspiration for another young girl?
I actually didn't think about that, but I mean, that would be awesome. I do a lot of coaching and obviously teaching around here. So I have a lot of my athletes and my students come to our wrestling matches at B-dubs and stuff. But I honestly didn't think about that. That'd be awesome. I think that'd be so cool.
I do have one. How do you want to inspire younger wrestlers coming up that may have just gotten in or started to get in, or fans as far as your journey?
I think it would have to be, if they take anything away, I think it'd be work ethic. I teach, I coach, and I train in between there. So I'm very busy. But if anything, no matter how busy you are, if you really want something, you'll work for it.
So where does Emily Rose go from here? Do you have any plans of working with AEW in the future? Was that something that was talked about, prior to or after your debut? Is there any chance we see Emily Rose on Ring of Honor or in TNA or NWA in the future?
I mean, you never know, possibly. As of now, nothing really, but I mean, you never know what could happen. So hopefully.
We know that you have, you've had a sort of a long running feud with Betty D. You guys you've been back and forth a lot. Mike asked about what would be your, sort of your dream match. I want to know how you picture a rivalry, a long-term rivalry in the future with AEW or with WWE even. Can you see yourself in a rivalry with another woman and see how that would play out in the future?
Oh, definitely. I think that would be so much fun. I've loved working with Betty D and, having that rivalry with her. So I could definitely see it happening in the future, wherever that may be.
Who would that dream rivalry be?
That's tough. That's tough. I don't know. I really would want to have a rivalry. I don't know why, with Tiffany Stratton. I think that would be awesome.
That would be good.
That would be awesome.
That would be good.
Like a Rhea Ripley thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
like we two opposite vibes.
I think that was probably in my mind. That was the one I was going toward. Would be Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
It's almost the same clash as like between Rhea and Raquel Rodriguez. They're both big, strong, athletic. I think you play that role perfectly. You are tall. You're extremely athletic. I think a rivalry with Rhea Ripley would do very good, and your aesthetic is complete opposites.
Yes.
She's all into the the black dark sort of aesthetic, and you're blonde and your gear is colorful and you're bright and lively every time you're in the ring. So it does have that contrast. I think that would work out good, but I can also see Tiffany Stratton as well.
Yeah,
I think that would be fantastic.
I really do. What is one thing fans may not know about you that you wish they did?
I'm not very loud. I know in the ring, I'm still not very loud, but I'm really not, I don't hardly talk hardly at all. I'm not as social as I appear.
Hey, you are not alone. Let me explain something, and then I will tell you this.
You've said it before.
I've said it once. I've said it 100 times. I'm not the social butterfly of the group. I am not. I don't like large crowds. Don't like speaking in public. Don't really care much for it. I actually ran for public office one time. Now, how does a person that ran for public office not like crowds and not like public speaking? And how do I do commentary
in front of all these people? Yeah.
Because they cannot hear me.
Right. They can't hear us until they go back and watch it.
Yeah.
But,
that's what makes it great.
Yeah. I mean, so you're not.
I wouldn't say I'm an extrovert. Teaching has helped me, be better with public speaking. But if I had a choice, I would not speak in public in a big old group of people. I would not voluntarily do that.
If you go back and watch any of the Elevate Pro Wrestling shows, you see he doesn't talk, and I ain't doing it.
Anytime somebody needs to pick up a mic, he's like, "Oh, you go do it." But I mean, if we're behind it is sort of different for us behind this table. We almost feel like we're in a bubble, and I'm not really big into public speaking either. But I almost have a switch in my brain. I can sort of turn off that fear and anxiety that goes with it, and just bypass it for a brief time. Get my talking done, do whatever I need to do, and then when I get back behind the table, I'm, but you about talking in public, I don't know that I've ever seen more than maybe a couple of short promos or you doing anything like that. Do you think that's something that you would, is that something that you're probably working on going into the future?
Yeah, I would love to really get at promos. I think promos are awesome, but I still have some work to do.
I know you said you started watching wrestling 2019. Have you went back and looked at old stuff, say 80s, 90s, early 2000s? Anything in particular that you go to or like?
I really liked the NWO, the whole storyline there. That was really cool. What else? Just going back and watching Attitude Era stuff. What else? Rock and Roll Express. I like to go back and watch them to pick up tag team moves and different things like that. But yeah, I definitely go back and watch older wrestling and see what I missed.
I would dare make a recommendation.
Dare you?
Yeah.
Well, dare.
That she go back and watch Rockin' Robin and Bambi. Those two for me in the early mid 90s. I think that is and of course women's wrestling has come a long way since then. I would even dare say that you may well be already superior to them from an athletic perspective. Yeah. But those ladies knew how to tell a story, and it would just be from my perspective, it would be something that I would, if I was giving you a recommendation, that would be you need to go watch those two, and how they could tell that story in the ring. I think they were fantastic for their time.
Another one, Sherry,
yeah,
Sherry
without
Martel.
a doubt, Sherry Martel.
Yeah.
She was, and that's another one. If you're looking to raise the bar, so to speak, on your promotional skill, Sherry is, I would say, she's probably the pinnacle of women's promos.
I would say at least in the 80s.
Yeah. But it's just us talking. So, is there anything, I know you have to go here just briefly, just shortly, but is there anything you want to leave your fans with? Anything you want to leave our fans with? Your goals, aspirations, how to strive for that and reach it? Anything that you want to say to them?
Obviously the goal for some people is, WWE, AEW, a bigger promotion, but you just got to keep working hard. I preach to my athletes and my kids is work ethic. Like, if you're not gonna succeed in anything if you're gonna be lazy or try to not give 100%. So, just keep a good work ethic, keep practicing. I know schedules sometimes get busy, but if you really want something, like I said earlier, you're gonna find time to work on it and do it.
Awesome.
So tell everybody how they can see you, where they can find you, this, that, and whatnot.
Plug yourself.
Yeah, plug yourself.
I'm on Instagram. It's iam.emilyrose. I'm also on Twitter. I am _Emily Rose. But some upcoming shows. I'll be working for ACW September 20th in Barbersville. That same day, I'll also be working with PWL in Mercer Mall. What else? I'll be with Battle on the Border September 27th and October 1st, or October 4th, I think it is. But yeah, we'll just see where we go from there. But as of right now, that's all I got.
Great.
Got anything?
No, not really. I know you need to get back to your coaching stuff. You said you have an open house, so we'll let you get to that. We really appreciate you coming out and spending a little bit of time with us.
You.
Thank you so much, and it is great to have you, Emily Rose. Folks, if you have not saw her yet, you're missing out.
Yeah.
And as always, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
you later.
See ya.
Thank you. Such an awesome person. I really think the world of her.
Oh, absolutely.
Wouldn't trade her for nothing in this world, really, as far as a wrestling talent.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive match. I mean, I know it was kind of on the short side.
Well, I mean, look,
Hey, if you would ask me, and we go back to what we were talking about earlier,
mm-hmm.
that person you're sitting there watching in a high school gym,
Yes,
is going to be that person that you see on national television, and immediately my mind's going, okay, that's going to happen in about 4 or 5 years from start.
mm-hmm.
We were witness to her first ever match in front of an audience.
Yeah, in front of a crowd. Yeah,
Johns Creek Elementary, back on March 1st, 2024.
Yeah.
And great match then.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Great match. I mean, and you only get better with time. But,
Well, I mean, that was a fantastic match.
yes.
If it hadn't have been interrupted by Mother Russia.
Well, the motherland always has to succeed.
I mean, look, folks, if you're not going out and watching independent, look, we just told you this young lady who has now appeared on AEW
Collision, yes.
we called her very first match in front of an audience, and you could very well see her reoccurring on AEW in the near future. we go back and look at Sam Hardway Holloway.
We saw him back in January of last year, Pike County Central High School.
Yeah.
And again,
now he has appeared on WWE television on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact. I mean, he was a bodyguard, but
he was there.
He was there, which means he got a shot to show
just
how he portrays himself in front of the camera. That's a big opportunity. And now, if I'm not mistaken, is he not part of the WWE ID program?
He is indeed. Sam is part of that. He's transitioned to that.
Yeah.
It's just building blocks and baby steps. And like Emily said, you've got to have a certain set of determination to do something.
Yeah.
And invest the time.
Yes.
I've always said, if it's worth the time, you'll make the time. And you can apply that to any basic point in life. And I don't know what you are searching up over there, but you're doing something.
I am. But,
folks, if you enjoyed that interview with Emily Rose, let us know. I posted on YouTube earlier today a short, and it's also on Facebook, on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, also on, hey, that is right. I was going to tell you, Cussin and Discussin, we're on TikTok now.
Oh, nice.
We are, at Cussin and Discussin.
Yeah.
So we put up little shorts and stuff there, basically advertising, and then you can find all sorts of information. But what I was getting at is, if you invest the time, if you focus your efforts, eventually you'll get there.
Yeah.
You just got to be willing to go the extra mile, the extra step, put the extra time, the extra effort into it.
Like Emily said, you have to be able to put in the work. You have to be willing to put in the work.
That's it.
And the truth is, we have now witnessed a handful. We've witnessed a handful of young independent talent making the jump. Emily Rose, Sam Hardway Holloway,
Josh Bishop.
Josh Bishop, Gaston LaRue.
He's been with the NWA Exodus.
So there's 4 right off the top of my head. I'm sure there's a couple more.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's so hard to.
But the truth is, we can't preach this enough. That yes, we understand that the aura of WWE or AEW, one of those weekly televised shows, we understand the aura and the sort of pomp that comes with those. And we've been to some of those shows ourselves. But if you're not going out and watching independent wrestling, you're missing a huge opportunity to get to witness some of the future AEW stars, future WWE stars, future TNA stars before they hit it big. You can land yourself an autograph for one of these folks for a few bucks rather than waiting until they're big and having to pay $100.
It's like this, and we've said it, and with the rising cost.
Yes.
WWE now going to ESPN for their PLEs. They just signed another deal. I can't remember where at for their streaming.
Who?
They signed a deal.
Who did?
WWE.
Oh, with ESPN.
With ESPN, but they signed one for their library.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember who that was. It's old age, few shots in the head. It's all right. But no, I know Elevate Pro Wrestling seats are $10.
Yeah.
Most of the time. That's 3 seats for the price of a monthly ESPN subscription to watch WWE, to an indie show. So you can take you and 2 other people and go to one of these shows and support the local talent that busts their rear ends. Paramount, yes.
WWE has now signed a deal with Paramount to for their streaming library.
Right. But it's so elementary. I mean, with as much, especially in the Eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, Southern Ohio areas.
Southern Ohio, Virginia, Tennessee.
You think about this. Okay, let's look at Eastern Kentucky right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the area.
Yeah.
You've got Elevate Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
FTC's Art of Grappling.
Yep.
FTC Wrestling itself. Appalachian Championship Wrestling.
Yep.
All-Star Wrestling West Virginia.
Yep.
Battleground Wrestling.
Yep.
You got Route 33 Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many opportunities out there.
Kentucky Championship Wrestling. That's a newcomer to the scene, and they're making a
little bit of noise.
They're making a little bit of noise. And I'm not taking anything away from them, but I will say that they do have a financial situation that allows them to do some things that some of the smaller promotions don't. But that's just that's icing on the cake.
Yeah, but
right?
I mean, it's one of those situations that if that's professional wrestling, and I've said this for a long time now, it's for everyone.
Yeah.
Don't matter what walk of life you come out of, what race, religion, orientation, whatever that you are, professional wrestling is a place for you. I mean,
yes.
There is, everybody under the sun. I mean, and it's so find you a promotion that you like that's reputable.
Yeah.
I always have to throw that reputable word in there because there's some of them out there that they'll get you. But definitely support those who want to help others.
A lot of, and I don't think people really consider this when they're thinking about going to watch a show. Consider this fact. Most independent wrestling organizations, they go out, they put on they get a venue, they get a connection to a school program or a civic organization or whatever. We've mentioned that multiple times.
Right.
But they get that connection so that they can use a facility. And then the crowd comes in, they buy their ticket, and part of those proceeds go to that organization.
Yeah.
So anytime you're going to an independent wrestling program, independent wrestling show,
right,
you're helping some organization. For example, with Elevate Pro Wrestling, we have done middle school basketball programs. We've done volunteer firefighters, Disabled American Veterans Organization,
the Shriners. We've helped Shriners.
We've done a lot of programs where we try to give them an opportunity to raise money for their program.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's a little bit, sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes they make some money and we just barely break even. It's just, part of the game. We take the risk on that, and either way, they still come out ahead. So
and the fans get a good show.
They do. Look, if they're coming to an EPW show, the fans are getting the best show they can get in this area. That's just a fact.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it.
But,
I mean,
I'm not just tooting our own horn here.
But toot. That's it. Double A, be proud.
Yeah.
But no, it's just amazing. And Emily Rose, like I said, getting that opportunity. And the one thing that I should have asked that I didn't, when you started, did you ever think you'd get this far?
Yeah.
and I think I know the answer to that, but we'll save that one for another day.
Yeah.
Guys. Oh.
So we've had our talk with Emily Rose.
We did. Great conversation.
We have a few more things to talk about before we get into some local stuff.
Yeah, let's first
and
off,
some coming events. But
it's something that caught you actually sent this to me the other day.
If you're in the Kentucky area, specifically Eastern Kentucky area,
this isn't start.
I'm not trying to start a political argument in here, but here's the deal. I'm just going to be honest with you. Most of us don't like Mitch McConnell, no matter how we vote.
No.
We don't like Mitch McConnell. Most of us are tired of lifelong political.
I would say so, yes. I mean, I think that, and I've always been a fan of term limits.
Right. Yes, I have too.
I think that 90% of America is now.
Yes.
The only 2% that aren't are the ones that are actually holding on to power with a death grip.
Right. And Mitch McConnell is not running.
No, he's not seeking another term.
So there is an open seat there to grab next year.
Yeah. The primary will come up in May.
And there is several people running on both tickets, Democrat and Republican. I think there's even an independent or two.
Maybe. I mean, I'd say they're coming out of the woodwork on that one.
Yeah,
I would. I mean, you don't have to face an incumbent. And
look,
anytime the incumbent is not running is a good time.
I would not lie to you folks for a second.
No.
I've, since about 4 months ago, my mind was pretty much made up that I would vote for Daniel Cameron.
I really haven't given it much thought. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably closer to undecided at this point.
Yeah.
But I can tell you who I won't vote for.
Yeah. And there's a man running in this area for that seat.
Says he's a Trump businessman.
Nate Morris. He is a Republican candidate for the U.S. Senate in Kentucky. He's run several ads. If you watch Peacock at all,
you'll see his ads.
You have seen hundreds of his ads. He is, or not Peacock.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's where I'm getting them at. It ain't friendly, is it?
No.
Rope?
It's Pluto.
Pluto. That's
Pluto
Pluto
TV.
Television.
Pluto TV.
How do we get on Pluto?
Yeah. He has probably paid thousands to be on Pluto.
I'd like to send him to Pluto. I'll tell you that right now.
While I was watching, I've been watching. Sheena and I have been watching, rewatching the Andy Griffith Show from the beginning.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Till you get up to the colored episodes and forget it. What?
You can't say that.
I just did.
You
Tell
said
me the
colored.
hell I said.
You said colored
I
episodes.
said it.
I
know
know
I
you
said
did,
it.
but that's not, you can't
But
say.
I said
you
it.
can't say that.
The hell I can't. I did. I said it.
I'll do something with him one day.
Andy Griffith was better before they went and made all the changes. That's just
Well,
all there is
I'm
to
not-
it.
I'm
You
not
cannot
disagreeing
argue
with-
that.
But the biggest change was when Don Knotts took off.
Yeah.
I think that's when the show kind of had a falling
Well, they
away.
went the pot in the handbasket.
But also, I've been watching Matlock.
Yeah.
On Pluto, the original Matlock.
Not
With Andy.
Not the Kathy Bates.
Not the Kathy Bates version. Not that I have anything against Kathy Bates. I think Kathy Bates is
I think she's
fantastic.
a great actress.
But
Love Kathy Bates.
I'm watching the original Matlock. So, like 4 times an episode, this
Nanny?
oh god,
That's what I
I
call
want
him.
to call him a lot of things, but this guy's ads show up.
You know, at first
on
when I
Pluto.
saw it, I was like, when I first saw his ads, I'm not talking about the one we're going to discuss.
Right.
I was like, okay, he has my attention. And then you send me this one.
Well, look, The very first ad I seen of his was him riding on the back of a garbage truck, and just he's not talking about his own political viewpoints. All he's doing is saying, I'm not a Mitch McConnell boy, I'm a Trump guy.
Yeah.
And he throws a picture of Daniel Cameron and somebody else into the back of the garbage truck.
Andy Barr.
Yeah. And I'm like,
okay, you've not told me anything.
right, you've told me zero. You have told me absolutely nothing about yourself. I don't care who you support outside of your own viewpoints. I want to know your viewpoints.
Right.
I don't care that you don't like Mitch McConnell. I don't like Mitch McConnell. But that's not going to stop me from voting for someone who maybe did get along with Mitch McConnell.
No,
I mean, if their viewpoints align with mine, I'm still going to vote for them.
Right.
But let's get off of the political side of it. And this thing right here that we're getting ready to show you, this was the moment when I said, if I ever had any inkling of thought that I would vote for Nate Morris,
it died.
Just lost it.
It died.
It died.
And this right here, and I think as wrestling fans, you all will appreciate. Wait a minute.
Play up there on the upper screen. Oh, I see it.
It's not wanting to do that. Hold on. Tell you what, let me just get you out of the way.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and rewind to this one.
Mitch McConnell and his boys, Andy Barr and Daniel Cameron, they don't know hard times. Hard times is being raised by a single mom, not knowing if you're going to make rent. It's watching factories close and opioids destroy your community. Hard times is a man working a job for 30 years. They give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say globalism took your job. That's hard times. And that's why I back Trump's tariffs 100% to bring back American jobs. I'm Nate Morris, and I approve this message because I'm a Trump guy, not a McConnell boy.
Oh.
If you're a wrestling fan,
I was heartbroken.
Immediately know what he done.
Yeah, right.
If you're not, then watch this. Well, pull him down like you did before.
Get him out of the way, big mouth. Rewind this one.
Hard times on Dusty Rhodes and his family. You don't know what hard times are, Daddy. Hard times are when the textile workers around this country are out of work and got 4 or 5 kids and can't pay their wages, can't buy their food. Hard times are when the auto workers are out of work and they tell them go home. And hard times are when a man has worked at a job 30 years. 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, Daddy. That's hard time. That's hard time.
All right. Here's the deal. I actually showed my dad the Nate Morris ad.
Yes. Your dad's not a wrestler.
No, my dad hates professional wrestling. I mean, I'll just be brutally honest. He doesn't like professional wrestling, never did, wouldn't never sit down and watch it with me, wouldn't go to it, yada, 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 bullshit. But Dad saw that, and he's like, okay. I said, now watch this. And I showed him that Dusty Rhodes clip. And my dad, not being a wrestling fan, said, first guy didn't have no emotion.
Yeah.
It was like he was reading it off a teleprompter.
Probably because he was.
I said, yes, Dad. I said, that's absolutely it. I said, that's the difference in fake and professional wrestling.
Right.
Because Dusty Rhodes, I mean, granted, he may have very well sat down with a piece of paper and a pencil and scribbled him out a generalized idea. But I can just about guarantee there was one, no teleprompter involved.
Oh, no. Well, this is before teleprompters. Dusty done that long before teleprompters were a thing.
There was no cue cards.
No.
And Dusty's was done with emotion.
Dusty, I don't care what you think about professional wrestling.
No.
When Dusty gave that promo, that was from the heart.
Yes, it was.
That was truly from somewhere deep inside him. And it was real emotion that he showed there. So as far as Nate Morris goes, if you cannot see that he completely, blatantly ripped off that Dusty promo,
Tantamount to plagiarism, if you want my
I
opinion.
fully believe it's plagiarism.
I mean,
I would go so far as to hope and pray that someone, somewhere makes sure that Dustin and Cody see this show and see that ad, and the estate of Dusty Rhodes sues Nate Morris into the dirt.
okay, who owns that clip? And I mean,
We
use it for educational.
Right.
Who owns the Dusty Rhodes clip?
It's NWA. It was Crockett Promotions then, wasn't it?
Crockett Promotions, which became WCW.
Right, which became
Who sold to WWE.
Right. So
WWE owns
sees
the
that.
rights to that library.
Right.
And I pray to God they sue the hell out of the bastard.
I hope someone, but that's what I'm saying. If they get that to Dustin or Cody,
Oh, God. I mean, that's a ripoff.
do you not think that Dustin or Cody one is not going to call
Somebody,
and say, "Hey,
look at this joke.
this
Dirt
satchel full of Richards needs to be took down a notch." I pray that somebody sues him into oblivion for that.
God help me. We had to talk about it, but I mean,
I really pray somebody sues him into oblivion.
absolutely. I mean,
Ridiculous.
you know, we got some local results, though.
Yeah.
We do. Coming off of ACW, Appalachian Championship Wrestling's The Guarantee was Thursday, August the 7th, 2025. Took place at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Cross Lanes, West Virginia. It was a free show. Okay.
By the way, all of their Buffalo Wild Wing shows are free to attend.
Still
Go
got to pay
down,
for the food. Still got to pay for the booze.
Grab you some wings and a beer or whatever your drink of choice
Sweet
is,
tea with lemon if you're me.
and have some food, spend time with family, and watch a wrestling show.
That's it. I mean, it don't get much better, does it?
No,
I mean,
I don't know how else. I don't know what more you can give people to get them to show up. Come buy your dinner,
buy your food.
and watch a free show. I mean,
You reckon that's how FTC's got us down there? We'll talk about that one later. But let's look at these results from ACW's. OK and Lifeguard Ross defeating Tyson Riggs and Jordan Carlisle. Bruce Gray and Emily Rose victorious over Zayden Kane and Betty D. 2 days prior. 2 days prior to her AEW Collision match. She was at a Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, okay, you're a first-time wrestling fan, and this is the first show you've ever been to. It's the B-Dub show at Crossline. And there's Emily Rose. And 2 days later, you're sitting there on your couch, and you love professional wrestling so much because of that show at Crosslanes, you want to check out AEW. What's that about? And there's Emily Rose. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about.
And you could have very well, there's not a doubt in my mind, if a fan had went up to Emily Rose after that show, after ACW's The Guarantee, if a fan had went up to her and wanted a selfie, it would have been free.
Or at least
I'm just saying.
No,
there's a good chance that a selfie with her might have been free. An autograph might have cost you $10, $5,
but still,
$10.
I mean, did you ever?
And then 2 days later, you could have seen her on AEW Collision.
It's like this. I mean, we've got a little bit of intelligence in the wrestling world. Not much, but a little bit. I didn't know about it.
No.
Did you?
Nope.
Sure the hell surprised me.
Just saying.
Next match, go ahead and talk to us about it.
The ACW International Championship. Gen Z, the current champion, defeated Tyler Jacks to retain his title. Then we move into the ACW Heavyweight Championship. Kanan Christopher retaining his title by defeating Corey Sparks. The Guarantee Briefcase Scramble match. Nick Hamrick, Cowpoke Paul, Tyler Jordan, Marcus D'Angelo, Troy Parker, and Ron Mathis. In that Briefcase Scramble match, Nick Hamrick coming out the winner in that and earning that Guaranteed briefcase.
You know, this gives Hamrick a shot at a championship. He's also already the Super X champion in ACW.
Yeah.
But that opens him up to a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
You know,
and hey, I mean,
I'll tell you something. Nick Hamrick's another one.
Nick Hamrick just come off a tour in Japan.
Yes. There's another one.
We've called several matches for Nick Hamrick at multiple promotions.
Wonderful conversations with
and
him.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I hate to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but
yeah,
you know, one of the most intelligent people that you'll ever meet.
Yeah,
especially as far as
professional wrestling goes.
Professional wrestling and being handsome Nick Hamrick.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
And the last match on that card, the Rip City Shooters, Josh Bishop and Wes Barkley, defeated Point Break, Johnny Mahalo and Keegan Taylor.
Josh Bishop coming off that injury, he is looking good.
Yeah.
Saw him on TNA a couple weeks back. $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you all have not seen Josh Bishop, we've said this here before, but
with all respect to Josh,
I mean, no offense at all. This is with all due respect. He looks like a just slightly smaller version of Psycho Sid.
You know, and I don't know exactly how tall Josh is.
Yeah.
I know Sid was 6'9".
Yes.
So
I think Josh probably 6'5", 6'6", maybe
6'7",
6'7",
somewhere in that neighborhood.
Like I said, just
Josh,
a little bit. It's just a little bit. He is amazing in the ring. He is a true wrestling student. He's a student of the sport.
Uh-huh.
And I fully see great things in his future.
Absolutely.
He and Emily Rose,
Sam
Holloway, even I think Betty D is definitely going to be seeing some calls in the future.
There's something wrong with the people of this world. Then you got, this is something that I've said from day one. We have been thoroughly blessed as commentators.
Yes.
That we have got the privilege. It's not a right, it's privilege.
It is.
To sit down and call some of the most amazing matches that have never been seen outside of an indie show. And here's the thing.
Unless they watched that show on YouTube or
then they saw it or something.
But,
it's like this. That experience is something that you will take with you the rest of your life.
Yep.
You can go back and ask me about a match that we've commentated in. At this point, I don't know how many matches we've actually called. I'd like to actually sit down and do the math on that one.
Yeah.
But every match is different. Every match is different. Every show is different. Every audience is different. You go back to the same building. The show is different. The matches are different. The audience in attendance is different.
Yeah. There's obviously going to be some overlap with the audience.
Right, but
and there's probably going to be some overlap in the talent that's there.
How the audience reacts.
Yeah.
Versus how they
very
react.
much different.
It's something that you will treasure for your life. And folks, seriously, everybody's worried about what we gonna do because WWE's raising their prices. Don't worry about it. Take your money, do what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch a whole lot more indie shows.
Yeah.
I know there's one coming up at Route 33 here in the next little bit that I'd love to go to. I don't know what date that's on.
Yeah.
If it's plausible, and I'm all for it. But
look, you can spend $30 a month on ESPN to be able to watch just the WWE Premium Live events.
One,
or
because you can buy a month
3 tickets to an Elevate Pro Wrestling show.
That's you and 2 other folks,
or you 3 times.
Yeah,
whatever.
So, while we're talking about Elevate Pro Wrestling, before we get into this, let's go ahead and take a moment. Elevate Pro Wrestling available on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Thread, TikTok, Instagram, I'm sure X.
Mm-hmm.
It's growing. And actually just posted a Linktree link on the Facebook page. If y'all want to click on that, it will take you to everywhere Elevate Pro Wrestling is on the social media world. And if you search that, it's at Elevate Pro Wrestling. Now, I said that because we're in school time.
Mm-hmm.
Things are starting to pick up. We've got programs out there that are looking to fundraise. And I've reached out to a couple myself. I know you're in the process of doing that. But if you want Elevate Pro Wrestling to be a part of it, let us know. Send us a message on the Elevate Pro Wrestling Facebook page. Send it to the Cussin Discussin Facebook page if you want to.
We will get it to the right people.
We'll get it to where it needs to go. And, we're a little bit more subdued here, and, we let our hair down a little bit, although neither one of us has got much to letting down anymore. But I can promise you Elevate Pro Wrestling shows are as family friendly and inclusive, and it's all about the future. It's all about the future of professional wrestling.
Yep.
And that is what it's about, taking wrestling to the next level. And
Doc,
did you write a story?
No.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Damn.
But I do have something this week.
Okay.
That we haven't done in a little bit. Did you turn your pager on?
I ain't even got an ink pen.
We can fix that.
This can be ugly. I need an ink pen. Oh, there. Never mind. Don't need an ink pen. Hold on. I got this. Yes. No, I didn't turn. Well, I keep it on for such emergencies as you would do me this
Folks,
way.
we have not done this in a few weeks.
It's been a short minute since we've done this, and
I didn't have a story prepared this week, so
I didn't have one of them fancy dancy doomaflotchies that you like to do. Name that card, but I'll try. He's gonna get me with 20 questions on this one. 20 questions, baby. 20 questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Where was this person billed from?
Moscow, Russia.
Who trained this person?
Gangrel and Rikishi. That actually explains a lot.
That just screwed me completely. Title history.
This person was named Most Improved Wrestler of the Year in 2014 by PWI. Ranked number 8 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 2015. Rolling Stone magazine gave this person worst storyline in 2015. WrestleCrap gave this person the Gooker Award in 2015. Wrestling Observer Newsletter gave this person Best Gimmick in 2014. Most Improved in 2014. Most Underrated in 2017. This person held the WWE United States Championship 3 times and received a Slammy Award for Match of the Year in 2014. And they also held the AEW TNT Championship 1 time.
It's Rusev Day.
It is Rusev Day. Miro, you are correct. That is Miroslav Petrov Barnyashev.
If you say so.
Born Christmas Day, December 25th, 1985, in the People's Republic of Bulgaria. Married to
C.J. Perry,
C.J. Perry, Lana.
The former Lana.
Has went under the ring names of Alexander Rusev, Miroslav Makarov, and Rusev. He's 6 foot tall, 304 pounds, trained at Florida Championship Wrestling by Gangrel and Rikishi.
Interesting. I did not know this about him.
We talked about the in his accolades.
Mm-hmm.
Worst storyline in 2015. Do you remember that storyline?
Was that the Bobby Lashley one?
No, that one was pretty bad. But no,
that was about as shitty as I don't know.
It was the storyline with Dolph Ziggler, Summer Rae, and Lana.
Okay, yeah, that was bad.
The Gooker Award in 2015 by WrestleCrap.
Probably the same thing.
The same thing. The feud with Dolph Ziggler, Summer Rae, and Lana. Best Gimmick 2014.
Rusev Day.
Rusev with Lana. The Slammy Award for Match of the Year. Wrestling Inside. WWE Slammy Award for Match of the Year 2014.
Dolph Ziggler?
No. Who? That was the Team Cena versus Team Authority at Survivor Series. It was a fantastic match.
You know, you talk about Rusev, and I remember the first time I saw him on WWE. And mind you, I don't watch a lot of WWE. I really don't. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, this guy actually could have something.
Mm.
I mean,
yeah.
And then it's much like what they're doing with Karrion Kross.
Yes.
Or done to Karrion Kross.
Yes, what they've done to Karrion Kross.
I'm going to tell you something. That is one thing that I think that TKO, WWE, Triple H, whoever in the hell is pulling the strings up there, writing the stories, totally just dropped the ball.
You do realize that they have now signed Karrion Kross to a legacy deal. He's listed under the legacy page on WWE.
I'd tell him to take it and shove it up her rear ends is what I'd tell him.
Rusev actually made a guest appearance on Scooby-Doo Curse of the Speed Demon as himself.
Nifty. Go figure out.
Obviously married to CJ Perry, also known as Lana.
My favorite Russian.
They separated in the winter of 2023, but it was reported that they had reconciled in 2025. He is a supporter of his hometown football team, the
football?
PFC Lokomotiv Plovdiv, and the Spanish football team of Real Madrid. Is also one of 3 partial owners of the FCF Beasts indoor football team, alongside American football player Marshawn Lynch and basketball player Renee Montgomery. He actually became a fully naturalized American citizen September 27th, 2019.
I still think there's potential for him.
I do too.
As long as they don't botch this one. I mean,
Miro actually has a YouTube channel, To Be Miro TV, TOBEMIRO TV. He does gaming and some other stuff there. So check that out. He's been a playable character on WWE 2K series from 2015 to 2020.
That's when he went to AEW.
Yeah.
And they dropped the ball too.
Yeah.
I swear, what is it with these people? I mean,
I don't know.
Tony Khan out there, like, I hate to say bad things about the poor feller, but he needs help. He needs to go get Dutch. I mean, Dutch just right there in Tampa.
Yeah.
I mean, you get Dutch and let Dutch do the.
As I stated, Miroslav was born in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. He attended a sports school while growing up and competed in rowing, powerlifting, and sambo.
Nice.
That actually is another interesting tidbit. He competed in sambo, and that also explains a lot. It's you can see that in his in-ring style. So,
yeah. Doctor on call. I kind of pulled that one out.
Yeah, you got that one pretty quick, considering you haven't been on call in a month.
I haven't. I've had vacation. I mean, been doing things out, trying to show these people that live shows are just as fun as the taped ones, and we have a good time doing them. And speaking of live shows, like I said, if you know someone you want to see, let us know.
Yeah, the doc and I have been looking at some lists and talking about some folks that we would like to have on the show.
Absolutely.
But as interesting as we think what we want would be, we're also interested to see what you want. Yeah. So if you have anyone that you want us to reach out, and look, we're willing to reach out to anyone.
Nearly.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's within reason, we're not going to call Ric Flair and see if Rick's.
I mean, I don't care.
I'll call him.
I don't care to send him a message or an email or whatever. And say,
I'm
hey,
going to be told.
Right.
You're who? With where?
It doesn't matter if we don't get them. I don't have a fear of shooting someone an email and saying, hey, we've got this show and we'd like to do an interview with you. The worst they can do is tell me no, they're not going to kill me and they can't eat me. So, yeah, just saying.
I mean, it is what it is. But we do have some events coming up.
We do.
We really do. And the first one out of the gate, FTC, failure to conform.
Midnight Madness 4.
Midnight Madness 4. Now, you all know that we do commentary for FTC's Art of Grappling, the training school.
Yes.
This is actually
the big league.
I don't like to call it that because,
well,
I love my AOG people.
Well, I love AOG.
The rest of them might be able to stick it.
A great majority of the AOG people are going to be on this card as well.
They are. I mean, yeah. But they are having their Midnight Madness 4 Thursday, August 22nd, 2025. This is going to be taking place at Drifter's Bar, 205 South 3rd Street. Bell time is at 8 p.m. VIP ringside seats available at Drifter's Bar and Grill or via PM. So PM Drifter's Bar and Grill, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, $20. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Still cheaper than you can buy WWE package.
Especially considering you've got an opportunity here to see most, if not all, of the normal AOG stars, as well as Chase Stevens, Jillian Hall, Renee Michelle, Sue Young. I mean,
it's going to be great.
There's a host of people there you're going to be able to get the chance to see for $20.
I have been told and informed that FTC's Women's Championship, Renee Michelle will be defending against Sue Young. So that's, yeah.
And we'll be there calling the action.
You're damn right we will.
Yeah.
I mean, where else are we going to be? Hey, look, if there's food involved, y'all know how to get me. I'm just saying, I do it.
We'll work for hot dogs.
Everybody's out there hollering, oh, it makes you work for hot dogs and a few dollars. As long as you don't boil them hot dogs.
Yeah,
to where there's more flavor in the juice. Sorry, Mama, if you're watching the show. But my mama, she make a hot dog, dear God. When we was little, she'd boil them on the stove.
Boiled water was gone.
No, she wouldn't. She'd boil them till they wasn't no flavor in the dog, but if you took you a cup full of that water, you'd drinking hot dog.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more flavor in the water. Oh, my dear
Well,
God.
I love your mommy to death, but she also thought the smoke detector was the bell to tell her the cornbread was done. So,
oh, Lord, love its heart. Yes. And then All-Star Wrestling, West Virginia Wrestling for the Kingdom going to take place Friday, September 5th, Madison Civic Center, 261 Washington Avenue, Madison, West Virginia. Doors open 5 p.m., bell time 7, featuring George South and Karen Peck, and New River's going to be in concert. So it's going to be a pretty great show there. Gary Dameron, great promoter, bringing two things that he loves together. And you know what? Hey, if it can be done, All-Star Wrestling, West Virginia, they're going to do it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Also, there is a couple of shows coming up for Appalachian Championship Wrestling. Might have an opportunity there to see Emily Rose, who we just interviewed.
I know she said that she was going to be
the 20th or 19th.
19th, 20th, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So
we got 19th. She may have one better than us. I don't know.
Possible.
Sorry, guys. Getting old.
Anyway, you have Friday, September 5th.
First Friday
fights in Ashland, Kentucky. Friday, September 19th, Slam Plaza 4 with Regatta Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
That is at Slack Plaza in Charleston, West Virginia. Bell time at 6. That is free admission.
It is.
Saturday, September 27th, Extreme Impact, Dayton Sports Complex in Dayton, Ohio. There's a card show there from 11 to 6. Wrestling bell time at 6 p.m. Admission $10. Front row $79.
There are going to be some major stars on that show. Go over to Appalachian Championship Wrestling. They've got the flyer up there.
Yeah.
Then we got some dates coming up too.
Yeah, Elevate Pro Wrestling. We have several dates lined up.
That's a fact.
Saturday, September 27th, Ground Zero, EPW Ground Zero in Oliver Springs, Tennessee.
Yes.
We have a lineup for that. The EPW heavyweight title match. Xander Storm with Mr. 5-Star versus Jamie Myra Jr. No DQ match between Brutus and Michael Gabriel. That is a return.
Let me tell you something about that match. Michael Gabriel, I feel sorry for him.
Yes.
You know, that's one of those shows that after what happened in Oliver Springs, Tennessee, when Brutus was injured and had to vacate that title.
Yes. He is looking for a bit of vengeance on Michael
I would
Gabriel.
go as far as to say he's looking for blood.
Yes, I fully believe that. We also get to see a number one contenders match for the EPW tag team titles. Jake Rayner and Grant Dooley versus Andrew Thomas and Lars Madison. Then we'll see Javen Myra versus Zach Abstract. And Saturday, October 4th, EPW will be back in the Loyal Gymnasium in Loyal, Kentucky. Saturday, October 25th, we'll be back in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. And we will be in Oliver Springs, Tennessee until the end of the year. From October,
come home.
Right. October 25th, November 29th, and December 27th. All of these shows, general admission, $10, kids under 3 are free. Come out and support, well, with the Loyal show. That one is an Elevate show. And then all the other shows, you get a chance to help the Disabled American Veterans Center in Oliver Springs, Tennessee.
We love those people.
And I think there's a convention there, Doc.
There's a convention coming up. It is the Toy Stock Collectibles Convention, Saturday, October 11th at the Benny Keatum Temple, 100 Courier Street, Charleston, West Virginia. Starts at 10 a.m. Going to have Shane Douglas, Marty Jannetty, Hornswoggle, and Eddie Deason going to be on hand. Going to have vendors, food trucks, vintage toys, comic records, and more. This is one of those where we always talk about our friends at Time Warp and Appalachian Championship Wrestling and A Walk in Time. This is where they all shine.
Yes. And by the way, as always, all of these shows, all of these promotions, card subject to change.
That's it. We might show up.
Yeah. Never know.
I mean, that's what subject to change means.
Right.
Yeah.
It means we might show up.
And then, like I said, in September, Route 33 Wrestling is having a show. Go over to their Facebook page. You can find out. I'm sorry, guys, that I didn't have it on the list, but today was crazy. And if I could only write a book, it would be a coloring book, and we'd take it over to a certain library, and it'd probably be half colored by nightfall.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, do want to. Is there something else we were supposed to do?
No.
I think so.
No, I don't have a story this week. I haven't had time. So.
And I'm just thinking there's something that we were supposed to talk about, and
we dogged Nate Morris already.
We dogged Nate Morris, and yeah, you people probably getting a little bit tired of us at this point, but it's all right.
I mean, we've been on for an hour and a half.
I mean, hey, we've learned how to control it. We ain't going 2 hours very often.
Right. But we're live now, and we don't have quite as much to talk about. And we're not taking a break in between like we used to do. We used to take an hour, and then we'd take a break. You all didn't have to watch the break.
You didn't have to watch straight cut. We edited it out. Yeah. I mean, that just saved us a whole lot of headache.
And there's also a point where we could have inserted an advertisement if anybody will sponsor us.
If y'all want to sponsor us, we take sponsors.
We were just talking about the new L8 Pawpaw.
Yeah, L8 Pawpaw. I don't have one on me, but good people.
If L8 wants to sponsor us, that'd be great.
I posted this. I actually sent this message to people at L8. If any of you all watch this, work for L8 or whatever, keep that damn Pawpaw flavor. I love it. It is addicting, and if you take it away from me, I will probably come to Winchester, Kentucky. Yeah, it's not good. But I do want to say very big shout outs to our good friends. First off, the good people at Time Warp, Earl and the gang at 500 Winchester Avenue. It's beside a Belk's if you want to access it from street side or inside the mall. Either way, go down there, see Earl and his gang. They've got some awesome stuff, toys, collectibles, the like. Also want to say a big hats off to A Walk in Time, 1626 6th Avenue, Charleston, West Virginia. And, actually that Toy Stock Collectibles Convention, JR's the one that sent that to me.
Yeah.
hats off JR for keeping me informed. I love it.
Yeah.
And we will do the best to promote that as often as possible. Also want to say a big happy to have you on board. As always, our friends at FTC's Art of Grappling, our second home.
Mm-hmm. It's our home away from home.
Kind of hard to call it a second home.
Yeah.
It's our home away from home.
Yeah.
It's where we go when we can't go nowhere else.
It's almost like we've turned into snowbirds in our old age.
We have.
You know, we go do Elevate Pro Wrestling shows, and then when there's not an Elevate Pro Wrestling show, we go north and do Ironton, Ohio, FTC's Art of Grappling.
Yeah, that's not too far up in Ohio. They're still relatively normal folks down there.
Yeah, they're fairly normal people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Ohio in general, but
yeah, we love our friends in Ironton.
I mean, if they would just
it's almost Kentucky. I mean, you route the river around the backside.
If they would just move the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Omnimax Theater down to Ironton,
could you imagine that?
They could give the rest of the state to Pennsylvania, and I wouldn't matter. I wouldn't care at all.
You know, I learned this the other day. My dad told me, he was watching one of those shows on TV, history shows, that Toledo was a contested area between Michigan and Ohio.
Yeah. And
the way they resolved that was they gave Toledo and that area to Ohio, and Michigan got the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Michigan come out ahead on that one. But it's actually the only state in the continental United States that is pretty much two pieces. I mean,
Michigan,
for the main part. I mean, you got the islands off of Florida,
right,
and then you've got, up along the New England coast.
But
all the
Alaska and Hawaii are both. There's a lot of islands with them, but I mean they don't matter.
No, that can't. But
it's only one of the. Well, still you got Florida, and there's Long Island with New York, but it's
and then Nantucket.
Yeah. Anyway,
Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, up where the rich people live.
There's almost Cajuns there, Justin Wilson said.
Yeah, Justin Wilson.
Yeah, but he said, "You ever seen a Cajun from Hyannisport?"
Yeah,
that'd be great. I'd love to see that. Oh God. Oh, take us through the rest of these.
All right. Big shout out to John and Bob over at the Indie Wrestling Experience.
Guys,
check them
we
out.
love you. We really do.
Fantastic bunch of guys, and they look at indie wrestling all over the place. If you're interested in finding out about an independent wrestling show in your area, go check them out, because chances are they've probably seen it. They've probably given it a review. And, hey, it might just surprise you as to how good some of this stuff is. And, of course, a big shout-out to our wonderful friends at the Wrestling Society Network. Check them out on their website at thewrestlingsocietynetwork.com, Wrestling Society Network on Facebook. Check out their app on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, as well as, I don't know if it's out yet, but they are working on a standalone app.
Yes.
So look for that in the Apple and Google Play stores for the Wrestling Society Network app. Be on the lookout for that. Those folks, Brady, Bear, Brox, Amy, and a whole host of other folks have put countless hours into building content for that organization and bringing wrestling content from all over the world to one place. So we as wrestling fans will have a place we can go, a singular spot to view wrestling past, present, and future.
Absolutely, and it's great to have them on.
Yes, and of course, a big shout out to my wonderful wife, Sheena Dixon at Sheena Dixon Photography, for all your photography needs. School starting back, so we'll have homecomings and senior nights and proms and senior pictures and sports photos and all this stuff. She does it all. She's also working on a few odds and ends coming up. She does family reunions. She does baby pictures and newborns and weddings and everything. If you want to take pictures of your divorce papers, she'll do that too.
Mugshots.
Yeah, I mean, if the police want to hire her to do mugshots, or if you just want an extra, for your
take them corpus pictures at funerals.
No, probably not. She don't do
photograph snakes either.
She don't do funerals. She don't do snakes. So there you go.
That just takes the whole line out.
But check her out at Sheena Dixon Photography on Facebook, and I think that's all.
And as always, and again, guys, if you haven't had the chance yet, go back. AEW Collision from August 9th, 2025. I found it on Daily Motion. Emily Rose, Megan Bayne.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah.
Great seeing Emily. And again, Emily, if you're watching, thank you so very much for stopping by today. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll always have your back.
And I actually found it by just Googling Megan Bayne versus Emily Rose.
It's pretty well talked about right now.
It is.
Especially in this region.
Look, I understand, and there's a word that wrestlers don't like to use anymore, and I won't use that word, but do not ever think that being enhancement talent is a bad word, because that is your opportunity. That is your shot at the big screen, as your shot in front of live cameras, a live audience in a professional setting.
Damn right.
And never take anything away from folks who get those opportunities, because just like Emily Rose, it's just like Sam Hardway Holloway, just like Josh Bishop and Gaston LaRue, you will never make it higher if you don't get those opportunities. And speaking of Gaston LaRue, big shout out to Gaston LaRue.
Hey,
he is taking a bit of a hiatus because he has a baby on the way.
Adding another member to the family orchestra, is he?
Yeah, adding another member to the orchestra.
That's it, Mr.
So congratulations, Gaston.
Professional wrestling, Gaston LaRue and his wife. Guys, so great, so great. And again, like I said, we're on all sorts of social media. You can find us if you're looking for us at Cussin Discussin. Most major podcasting platforms, YouTube, Rumble, and right here on Facebook. We are live tonight. And if you did not check us out, you can go back and watch us later. But
do you think it's that time?
What time?
I think it's time to piss on the fire and call the dogs.
You know what? I agree with you. Time we get this thing loaded up, let the rest of the world watch it, it's going to be time to slow down. So, for the excellence of elocution, Walter Dixon, I'm the Doctor of Professional Wrestling, Mike Blankenship, PhD, saying to you, until next time, so long from the Bluegrass State.